the conference here before?
I have. Yep, this is my third one.
Okay, so you've had the opportunity to kind of come during some of the post-COVID years, maybe even some of the pre-COVID years. What's been this experience like today, and how's it been different from the last couple of years?
Well, I think all my experience has been post-COVID, and just, of course, with experiencing everything with COVID, it's absolutely great to get folks back together and in these large groups. So it's just good seeing folks. So.
Awesome. So what would you tell somebody that's considering coming to CS Week, why they should choose to come here versus some other customer service conference they may be considering?
Well, I think there's a couple of good reasons to come to CS Week. One, great networking opportunities with other utilities across the country. So that's a huge feature, to sit in some of those sessions and kind of learn what other folks are doing and things you can take away to kind of add to your business, enhance your business. But also, just this major hub right here of all these vendors, right? Everything you want to do from a technology perspective for your business is here. So the folks that you want to meet with and the folks you want to talk to, we're all here in one spot. So that's what makes CS Week so great. So.
Awesome. Have you had a chance to listen to any of the speakers yet? And what's your thoughts on the speakers that we've had?
Yeah, definitely have attended a couple sessions so far. Again, just hearing, we're all the way on the West Coast, hearing, some of the things that are happening across the country and, things that are similar to what we're doing, just the different municipalities and what their rules are compared to ours gives folks a little bit of variance in what they can do versus what we can do, but it's just definitely good to hear what's going on across the country.
Michael, thank you so much for coming
Absolutely.
today, and hopefully we'll see you at next year's conference as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What about your CS Week experience this week?
All right, I am from Arizona. I'm actually employed with Arizona Public Service, and it has been a great week so far. I had the opportunity as part of the Lead Next program, being a graduate this year. I was able to attend the Executive Summit, which was extremely eye-opening, and some of the general sessions today and tomorrow, as well as walking through all these amazing booths and learning more about the businesses and what they're able to offer us.
You mentioned the Lead Next program, and I know you've been involved in that this year. Could you tell folks why you chose to be a part of that program and what you've gotten out of it?
Absolutely. So I chose to be a part of the Lead Next program for the developmental opportunity to network with other utilities. I came from the call center background with APS, and I've stayed within that bubble. So this gave me an opportunity to really learn about the meter to cash process, what our field operations individuals do, all the way through billing and everything like that. So it really was eye-opening for what our customers go through and what other areas of our business go through, as well as the networking opportunities with other utilities in the U.S. So I've had a great opportunity to develop relationships with people that I now can go knock on their door whenever we have a problem and need to learn more about how we can solve them. And then the mentorship that we were able to take advantage of throughout the program as well with coaches like yourself and others. It's been a really great opportunity, and I'm thankful to have been a part of it.
Thank you so much, Candace. It's been a pleasure working with you this year, and I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you back next year.
Let us pray. Thank you very much.
I've noticed that there's a lot of people here from Arizona Public Service. So your company must be pretty committed to coming to CS Week. Could you tell me a little bit about why you chose to send so many folks here?
So APS has actually sponsored CS Week in the past. So last year it was in Phoenix, and now this year we just want to represent and show support for CS Week because it's done great things for us in Arizona.
Awesome. What's been your impression of the conference so far? Did you have a chance to listen? I see you went to Women in Utilities this morning. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, and what did you get out of that session today?
It was just really about empowering other women, understanding other women's pain points in utilities. That one was a great breakfast, great group of women, and it was such an inspiring message that they provided today.
What would you tell other people that are considering coming to CS Week? Why should they choose to come here versus any other conference that they could go to?
CS Week has so many different topics that are discussed for all areas of a business in utility, no matter the size. So we went to the Key Account Forum on Monday and Tuesday. Extremely beneficial for your account management team. CS Week, the conference here, is great for the billing side, the CRM programs, implementing different platforms. So again, across the entire utility, this is a great conference for all of your people to attend.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Aaron, what did you think of some of the speakers that you've listened to today? We've had breakout sessions, some put on by utilities, some keynote speakers. Overall, what's been your impression of the quality of the speakers that we've had?
You know, I went to this morning's keynote and I was a little bit thinking, how are you going to tie the restaurant industry to what we do in utilities, since they're night and day? But I just thought it was great how he was able to break it down to the basics of what it means to provide great customer service and how we can do that as a power and water supplier.
Awesome. So what would you tell somebody else that's considering coming to this conference? Why should they come here versus anywhere else that they could go spend their money?
You know what? I think this is my first time attending, and I was a little overwhelmed at how much there is to see, to do, to learn, but it's just so well structured and put together, and I want to come back next year. I think it's awesome.
Awesome. Good afternoon. Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, sure. I've been with Greenville Water for 1 year, and prior to that I was with Charlotte Water for 25 years, and another smaller utility, Salisbury Rowan Utilities, for 5 years. And so I'm happy to be in South Carolina. I love Greenville Water, but worked with some great utilities and glad to be here.
I think you've been coming here for quite a while. Could you tell us a little bit about why you choose to keep coming back year after year?
Yeah, I attend quite a few conferences per year, and undoubtedly CS Week is the best conference, I think, for the business side of the water utility, just with all the CIS companies, the mobile workforce, data management. It's just a real good educational opportunity, and as you can see with all the demos, a lot of education, very educational here.
I also think you sat in on the water breakout session as a part of the Executive Summit. Tell us a little bit about that and why you choose to participate with that group.
Yeah, it's a great group of water professionals all around the country, and it's a real intimate setting talking about hot topics really that impact all of our utilities. Yesterday we had a real good discussion about low-income customers and the recent return to delinquency, and just helping customers out. So it was a real good session. A lot of good discussion about the LIWAT funds that are being used, and a lot of creativity and information sharing.
Ladies, I'm so excited you're here at CS Week. I see you both went to Women in Utilities this morning. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like and what did you take away from it?
Oh, it was amazing. There were so many nuggets we were able to take away from that. Putting yourself first, and just like really, really a nice way to wake up in the morning. Breakfast was delicious. The speakers were wonderful.
Awesome.
Energizing, for
Yes.
sure. Very energizing. Yep.
I noticed you're a first-time attendee. Why did you decide to come here this time?
I've been in the energy industry for about 3 years now, and I really wanted to find out what information is out there and what our customer base can do for us, and also what we can do for our customer base. And there's so many ideas here.
Awesome. What's been your thoughts on the vendor hall here today? Have you come across some folks maybe you weren't familiar with before? Have you learned some things?
Many. I don't think I've met any one of these people before, other than people from my own company. Yeah.
So what would you tell somebody that's considering coming? Would you encourage them to come? Is this worth the travel dollar?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so many it's a great opportunity. Like you said, to kind of learn about the different vendors that's out there. Different opportunities to improve the customer experience. So it's been really a nice experience.
Lots of information really on how somebody else is doing and how some other utility is reaching their customer base, what they are doing to improve their programs. I think that has been simply huge. So a lot of learning experiences for us.
Could you tell us a little bit about why you chose to come here and what your experience has been like?
I sure can. We brought a team of about 10 people from the city of Phoenix, from our water services group, our public works group, and our IT group, which I think is really key. And we've been able to explore different options for enhancing our customer experience in lots of different ways and discuss it in real time.
Awesome.
So
Have you been here before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time, but we have other folks on the team who have been here before.
So what's your first impression? Have you learned a lot? Have you been able to make some connections that you may not have thought about before?
Both of those things. I've learned a ton, made some great connections, learning that there's a lot of innovation and that we need to really think about where we go from here.
Someone told me this is the largest vendor hall in the world for utilities. What have you thought about the vendor hall, and what's been your experience talking to folks around and in here in the hall?
I think the vendor hall is a good size. It's not overwhelming, but it has a lot of robust information and quality vendors, and I'm glad that we're here for it.
Awesome. We're glad you're here too. Anything you would tell somebody that's considering coming and why they should come here versus some other conference?
Oh gosh. This is really unique to utilities and to very heavy on the customer service experience. So if you're looking at the technology, the innovation, and where the industry is at, and to be able to discuss it with some of your peers, this has been a good experience for us, and I would encourage people to attend.
Holly, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully we'll see you back next year.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.